Hello, Flosstube. It's been a while again. I truly meant to get back sooner than I have this time, but I'm here now. It's Halloween, so happy Halloween. I was hoping to wear a Halloween shirt that I made, but it's still wet because I really procrastinated on laundry this week. So I'm going to be changing later before I pass out candy. So I have a lot to show you. Yeah, a lot. I'll start with my finishes. I did have a couple finishes and a whip. My first finish was a Biscornu for the Great Biscornu Swap, so I don't have it, and I have to show you a picture. So this, I used motifs from an issue of World of Cross Stitch, I think, and it was just an insert, the little motifs from Doreen, and look at that little derpy bat. Isn't he cute? So that's the back, and I put some beads on the edging. I just love how it turned out. So I sent that off, and now that I think of it, I haven't heard from my partner, so I'm hoping she got it by now. So that was like the project that I'd been working on a couple weeks ago when I went to the Michigan Stitchers retreat. And I didn't get a whole lot done there because I hadn't seen some of these people in 2 years. So there was a lot of catching up and having fun and not really stitching, which tends to happen at retreats, but that's okay. And then I came home and started this huge, huge project. I am doing a massive de-stash. If you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, you know that we have a new member in the household. Come here, Kevin. Come here. Oh, oh, oh. This is Kevin. He's a little over 3 months old. He is sleepy right now. Yes. And he is full of it. He is very mischievous. So, Kevin lived in the master bathroom for the first solid week. I was trying to figure out if Brian was talking to me, but it sounds like he's on a phone call. But I had to go down to the basement and clean up my craft area. I know I've talked about my craft area before. That whole mess that was left after the basement flooded last year, and we had to wait months on end to get carpet, and then the carpet didn't work to be restretched, so we had to get new carpet, and it was just a mess. Because of the kitten, I got it all cleaned up. So things got put away, things got sorted out. I shipped 2 huge boxes of Ada to a friend that uses Ada only. So that's out. I have... I'm going to turn the camera. See this pile over here? This is stuff that, that's stuff that people have already claimed on my Instagram de-stash, and I got it all separated and packaged and need to invoice today and ship it, drop it off at the post office once everything's paid, and then I can do another round of posting. I have at least 4 more boxes of stuff that I'm going to be posting. So I'll put it in the description box. The Instagram page that I am de-stashing on is Upton Stitches De-Stash. You probably might already follow me on Upton Stitches, so just add de-stash to the end. That is the de-stash page. Which led to sorting things out, and I found a couple of quick projects, and it became my next finish. So this was one of the... I'm just going to show it quick. Little patterns from World of Cross Stitching. And I saw, I don't know if I might have bought or gotten this page as a freebie. I know I didn't tear it out of my magazine. So I must have been given this pattern at some point. So I got this little Halloween witch mouse done real quick. Isn't she adorable? So I did that, and this is mystery linen, who knows. I think I actually found it in a bag of linen that was all like ornament cuts that I got from the Silver Needle when they did one of their May sales one year, maybe. So this was the size the linen was, and I said perfect, and I just slapped it on there, and I love how she turned out. I think I did that over 3 nights, and while I was working on her, I listened to the most amazing book on audiobook, and I think even if I had read the book, I think it was awesome. It wasn't just the audio version that made it awesome, but it's a young adult book, and it's called Fable. And then the second book in the series is Namesake. It's just the 2 books. They were amazing, and it had me captivated from word 1. It was awesome. So I highly recommend those 2 novels. It was, the author is Adrienne Young. Very good. It was awesome. So I will always remember listening to those books while I stitched this little mouse. So that was my second finish. And now that today is Halloween, that's definitely not getting FFO'd before this Halloween. Maybe next year, right? Now that my craft room is organized, I can pull my sewing machine out. I can actually do some finishing of items. We'll see how that goes. But with pulling that out, I found some other great small projects that I really had, forgotten about because they were in my kitted stuff in the basement. I found a bunch of them, a bunch of stuff that I wasn't in love with anymore, so I've unkitted things and put things back into my stash, and I have a pile of things to sell, but I found these. And these are going to be some upcoming projects. Actually, I'll start with these because this is my whip. So this was I also went through all of my my freebie kits from magazines, and I thinned out probably half of what I have. What I kept is I kept any kit that was a bookmark, I kept any kit that was a greeting card, and I think 2 other things. It wasn't anything, major. But I'd love to work on stitching those cards up and send them to my grandma. I think she'd love getting them in the mail. So I pulled out this bookmark, this cat, and I just sorted the floss and punched holes on it, on the card there, and put it on there. But this is my super little start that I had from the other night. I was getting really frustrated because these little kits are silk, which is awesome, but right now my hands are really, really rough. And I don't know if you guys probably know what I'm talking about with the silk. When your hands are rough in the winter or dry, how it just catches on everything. So I got really frustrated really quick, and I might just have to put this one up for a little while. But that was my whip. And then these are 3 other little kits that I pulled out to put on my stitching stand for quick projects. I pulled out this bookmark as well. A lot of back stitching on that one. I don't think it'll take too long, really. I don't know. We'll see. And then I pulled out this snow globe ornament, and it does have a back too. And this one came with the it's not plastic canvas, but it's like that woven stuff. So that'll be my first time stitching on that. We'll see how it goes. I'll give it a shot. This one I'm going to stitch, but I'm definitely gonna pull something from my stash, probably from that bag of random ornament cuts that I have, instead of stitching it on the white Aida. So we'll see what I find there. And it comes with the hoop, and I'm just gonna finish it just like that in the hoop. And then actually, you know what I might do? I might stitch it on like a 36 count so that it'll be smaller and I can make it into an ornament. Maybe I'll do that. This was something that I found in my stash that I'd like to start soon. And it does have all the beads and the charm, so I'm gonna get that pulled out. This was in the same folder as the witch mouse. Again, it's a magazine page that's torn out. I would not have done that, so I had to have just gotten it from somebody. And I know that was a super quick flash, but it's a Valentine's Day. Cute little mouse holding a red heart that says "Be Mine." And I have another piece of mystery linen that's going to get stitched on. So that'll be A new start soon. Trying to kind of figured if I get some of these little ones done quickly, you know, I can clear that much stuff out of my house. Because I never stitch the same thing twice. So once I'm done with the pattern, it's going. Let's see. What else did I pull out that I'd like to do soon? Oh, this one. Another Just Nan. Like to get that one started. Or worked on or done. And then I almost started this one the other night when I was at a friend's for craft night. But then I realized that I had substituted a lot of floss on it, which is fine, but I didn't make notes for myself on what was substituted for what. So I need to sit down and figure that out. Plus, I only have 9 overdyes in here. I don't know what the 10th one is supposed to be, so I need to figure that out. Once I do, it's going to get stitched on this opalescent chocolate milk from Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. So that is an upcoming project. I found this one that I completely forgot I had. I have the fabric that I'm going to stitch it on as well. This is Ink Circles Holly Jolly Mandala. And I have a piece of Hand-Dyed by Stephanie. This is a 28 Jobelin in Yuletide. I think that'll be really nice. I mean, that's almost an exact match. But I need to pick out a white floss to use. Or maybe a dark burgundy. No, I'll use white. But maybe I'll just use B5200. So I'd like to start that. A lot of the stuff that I unkitted was actually some Nora Corbett's, a couple Miras as well. But I found these, and I have the floss and beads and Krynic and everything, so I want to pick out fabric and get these started because I still do want to stitch these. I love them. So there's the first set, and there's the second set. And these should be fairly quick. Like, I mean, there's all the floss for the red version. So, I mean, it's not a ton of colors. And there's the floss for the other one. It uses the DMC, you know, like variegated threads. So, I think those will be neat. No idea where I'm going to hang them in the house. And that's kind of become the reason that I've started destashing some of my, especially some of my like larger pieces. Like I had so many Noras and Miras kitted. I don't have enough wall space to hang everything. So I finally, you know, I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, you need to be reasonable, and before you start or purchase things, you need to look at where is this gonna go, or, you know, is this gonna be a gift, that kind of thing. So, and then this is the last little thing that I found while I was going through stuff in the basement. This is a couple of patterns from Hand Blessings. So I must have already gotten rid of the first pattern. Yeah, I guess so. So I stitched one a couple years ago, I guess. I don't know. And I still have a little bit of fabric. I wish I had stitched this closer to the edge, because I will be making little pillows out of these. But I have enough of this fabric, I think, to stitch these two that coordinate. And I should have enough of the silks that I used, so everything will match. So I'd like to finish that as well. But again, it's a silk project and my hands are just too damn dry to be stitching with silk right now. So I'll leave it in my cart near my stitching spot and hopefully be able to work on that soon. So that was everything from there. Let's see. Okay, so let me Galleria. As you know, I've model stitched for Karen, Meridian Designs, and gotten to know Karen pretty well over the last few years. Love her to pieces. And I was so excited. She asked if I'd like to go to Galleria with her, help her out with her room. And it was a blast. I went with Lori. That was the end of September, and it was in St. Louis. So we flew down there, and Karen picked us up at the airport. We went back to the hotel. So many laughs. Oh my God, it was so good to get together with Lori and Karen and get out of the house for a little while. And we had so much fun helping Karen in her room. Galleria is different than Market. Galleria is open to customers, so we had a chance to actually like really talk to customers that came in, and it was a lot of fun. I got to meet the ladies from Black Needle Society in person, so that was fun. It was just a good time. Barbie, Pedal Pusher, she was right next door to Karen, so I got to chat with her. That was the first time I got to meet her in person. It was so awesome. Janice Noteworthy Needle, she was a blast. And let's see, Erin from, oh my gosh, how awful, I'm blanking out now. Autumn Lane Stitchery. Aaron. He's so fun too. So it was a good time. But I, of course, got some goodies. So let's share those. So this was actually from one of our meals when we went to the Cracker Barrel. I found these chip clips and I was like, oh yeah, well, gotta have those because they're cross stitch. So binge worthy, some things are worth the wait, spelled like how much you weigh. Bite Me and Foods Before Dudes. Love them. So I got me some chip clips, and that was from Cracker Barrel. Last time I was there, they actually still have them too. So let's see. Let's pull out Market goodies. So, all right. The big, the big Market goodie that I think a lot of people are very familiar with at this point was the Philanthropic Pumpkin from Hands On Design and Lady Dot Creates. So I did get a kit, and I have enjoyed seeing everybody that's been posting theirs that they're working on. So I'm excited to do mine, but I think I'm going to wait for a little bit because I tend to not want to stitch something that everybody else is stitching. I don't know. It's really weird. So I'm like, I've seen enough of it right now. But I'm definitely going to be stitching this. Picked these up from Janice. So she had one of the Target, well, I mean like the Target cross stitch, pouch that everybody went gaga over a while ago. She had one, so I picked that up. And this is going to be something that will be a challenge for me. It'll be fun. It's one of her teeny tiny little boxes, and you can hardly see the picture, but it's from her Birthstone series. It's October Opal, and it's all stitched with Krynic, so it's very iridescent and very fun. So I'm hoping to get that done someday. And then a couple skeins of just white, it's just the white dinky dyes. Karen sells the dinky dyes, carries them, so I wanted to get a couple of those because it's always good to have white silk on hand. And I got this, this was a, what do they call it? I think they call it a round robin, but it's more like just a class and you get the kits, but this was from Summer House Stitch Works. This was the one that they put together. So I got that. And then I went back to her room and picked up the Fragments in Time, the entire 2021 series. I'm not going to open the packet right now to show you all the cards, but I did get the whole series, and it looks like I'll end up stitching more than half of them. Then, got a couple charts from Pedal Pusher. So we've got her newer one, Heaven and Nature Sing. And then Stitching Witch, Witches Make Stitches. And a couple of Punch Needle. So I picked those up. Let's see. Oh, forgot I got that. Ink Circles, Tracy. I went and picked up this kit. So I don't have a particular fondness for skunks or anything, but I loved the colors in this, and it is a full kit. So I thought that would be cute to do for summer, you know, and leave out for decoration during the summer. So I picked that up, and then I picked up her hot cocoa pattern, and I'd love to get that done to hang in the kitchen for the winter. And then I did pick up this entire series. Not sure how I will stitch them yet. I probably will not stitch them all together. Maybe I'll pick like 6 or 8 of them and do them as pillows for a decoration for Halloween. Not sure yet. And then I picked up the newest issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, and she was giving away, I think she had a table and you could pick any of them, and I think this was her very first one. Fall of 2015. I think it was her very first issue. So I thought that was pretty cool. Picked that up. Yep. Oh, and the new issue. The reason I am collecting this newer issue is for the one series that is in here right now. And this is the third. I do want to stitch this one as well. Isn't that cute? Come on, here it is. This is Seasons of the Heart, and this is Autumn, and this is from Blue Flower. Oh, I just love it. Look at those little hedgehogs and the owls. So this is the third in the series already, so I definitely had to pick up that. And then I've got my Autumn Lane patterns that I picked up. I got Hocus Pocus and Halloween Night and Autumn. So I've got those 3. And then, of course, I had to get some goodies from Karen. So I picked up Phineas Fox, and this came out, I think, at Market, and I just hadn't gotten around to getting it yet, but it's so cute. She had it stitched up. The model is freaking adorable. And then Pirate Kitty, and this is actually Lori's kitty. Her name is Sella, and Karen designed a Pirate Kitty cross-stitch from Sella. And then Karen also just came out with Biscornus, and one of them I got to model stitch, and that was the one that she did for the Round Robin at Galleria, and it was the Peaceful Pondering, and I never stitched the same thing twice, so I didn't pick that one up for myself, but I did get this one. Those butterflies are stunning, and so I picked that up so I could stitch that for myself, and then I picked up the Pirate Bikini, Witchy Poo, and this one for summer, so I can get those stitched and put out. And then I picked up a piece of Whimsical Winter 32 count Joblin, and this is from Under the Sea Fabrics, but Karen had some of hers, and I'm going to use this, I think, for all of Karen's cupcakes that I'm planning on hanging up in my kitchen. So I thought that would be a good neutral background for those. I need to start stitching those someday. Do you see it? A theme here? The someday. Okay. Oops. So after Galleria, a couple weeks ago, we had Michigan Stitchers Retreat, right? So I have a whole another bag of goodies. So, let's see. Oh, this was a gift. That was not from Stitchers Retreat. Okay. Let me put this down here. So at Michigan Stitchers, I got this project bag. This was from a gal that sat at my table. Her name was Barbara. It's fully lined. That was awesome. Love it. And then Karen designed an exclusive for the retreat, and it is available on her website now too. So this was the Dead Sea Mermaid, because the retreat theme, and I made Karen autograph it. This the retreat theme was you know, all, well, let me give you an exact, let's see if she says what the theme was. She didn't name it, but it was all underwater. So Karen did the Dead Sea Mermaid. We also got an exclusive from Bella Filipina. It was Aqua Marina's crown, and it's very very pretty in person. She had it stitched up, and there's an alphabet included, so you could put like I could do it as a little jewelry box for Ellery if I wanted to, and you know, put her name under it. So and there's 3 different beads, so it's pretty blingy. And then we had a pattern from the Primitive Hair too, but I don't have a picture, so I can't really show it. And this was just some of the stuff from our goodie bags, you know, a couple flosses. Oh, a cookie. I probably should not have left that in there. Maybe I should eat that, huh? Here's just some goodies from, oh, this is the embellishment pack for Aqua Marina's crown, and then a couple of little candies. But there's the 3 different beads. And then we got a bead mat, and I love these. So I'm happy to have another one. And then we got some needles, some beading needles, a needle minder, and then I picked up this fob from Jennifer Lamanna. She's Silver Cat's Paw on Etsy. And then it's just a show. We got this bag, and it has this fob or zipper pull, whatever you want to use it for. And this was my door prize gift. Full kit, and it has that needle minder, and it even has the mat. And so I had to run to Michael's for 1 skein of floss during the retreat too, and this was there, so he was my little table mascot for the retreat, since it was under the sea. Now I can put them out for Halloween decorations. And then we ran to, a few of us went to T&T Trading, the bead store here in Grand Ledge, and I bought some, well, I got the Swarovski to use for Kieran's mermaid. That was my main reason for going. And then I got some beads. So I bought, so this red is also for Kieran's Dead Sea Mermaid. And then I have some black that's sitting on my cart now that I think of it. And that was what I used on the Biscornu, but it's also technically for Kieran's mermaid. And then I just picked up these two. Pink because why not? And then this I might use for like skeletons if I'm stitching something Halloween, because it's kind of a dusty off-white gray color. I think it'll be good for bones. And then I picked up, these are all larger beads. I'm not planning on using these for cross stitch. Planning on using these for a different project. So I need to remember to put those beads with Karen's pattern. And let's see, that was gift. I've shown that before. Fabric between Leslie and Leslie and Stephanie, there was some fabric acquired. So Stephanie always does Stitcher's 8ths when she does retreats, so I picked up a few of those. This is a test die, so it doesn't have a name. She had a few different test dies that were really cool. So that one's a linen. I think this is actually probably the same test die, but this is in even weave. Those were just super soft, pretty neutral, so I grabbed those. This is Dragonstone, and it's just a very pretty fabric, so I picked up this. I might actually already have one of this Dragonstone as well. This is Enchanted, and this is another even weave. And then this is Balsam Fir. It's a 28 count Lugana. And then this is another test die from Stephanie. This is a 32 Lugana. And this was a full quarter. I liked that. This is another test die. And this is a 32 linen. And this is another full quarter. Very soft. Yellows and, you know, peachy, a little bit of pink. You can see it better when it's folded up. Fat quarter of 32 Caramel Macchiato. Kind of trying to watch my time. I was trying to kind of squeeze this in before my mom calls and tells me to come pick up my children. This is from Leslie. This is Properly Primitive. Like that. This is another cut of Whimsical Winter, but this is 28 Jobelin. I believe it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit darker than the one that I picked up from Karen at Galleria. This is 32 count linen. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. And this is the last piece. This is a 32 linen, and this is actually the full half. Because, as you can see, each side was very different. I couldn't pick one side. One side had more green, one side had more pink. Yeah. So so I ended up with both pieces. That's called Heaven's Fury. Okay. So that's it for my 2 events. Lots of fun. Glad that they still happened this year. Glad that I was able to go, since I wasn't originally supposed to go to the Michigan Stitchers retreat because I was going to be having surgery right after, and my doctor didn't want me to risk COVID infection. I totally agreed, but was able to go since surgery got postponed. So let's go into a regular old haul. My floss of the month from Rolanda. Love her colors. And so she has been posting some insanely gorgeous. She posts on Saturdays 50-yard hanks, and she's gotten into doing the solids. I mean, obviously there's variation, but like solid colors. So I've been picking up the solids to add to my stash, because you can never have too many of the solids, right? Because, I mean, I'll be able to use that for multiple projects. So there's my, that one's not catching well in the light. There we go. Get some shadow there. So there are my solids. I'm running out of room. And then look at those. They're amazing. Amazing. Beautiful. Oh, here's a salad I missed. Purple. So yes, this has been, and I have another order on the way, and then I think I need to take a break, guys. Need to take a break. Loving them. Oops, I'm dropping things. Ordered from Owl Forest. I did one order with my cousin. She wanted a few things. And then I did one order with Emily. She wanted a couple things too. So I got the fabric and floss for the Ringing Dragonflies pattern that recently came out. Beautiful. And then I finally was able to get one of the last Owl and a Poke little bags that I needed, because I've been collecting those just to have the floss to swap out for projects. And it came with a little needle minder, and it came with this postcard with a pattern on it and a piece of fabric. And then Emily and I each got the floss for, oh right, of course, they don't have the English version of the name of the pattern in here. It was a recent release for fall, and it was a free pattern, but we got the floss pack, and then I got a little needle minder that matches too. Needle minders from Gina. Isn't that pretty? And then Princess Mulan and Belle, and Bewitched, and then this one, love it. Put these back in here so they're nice and protected. And then I've got another package coming from Gina too. This pair of scissors with butterflies. So now I can put that in my scissor collection. And this one, oh, with the birds. Beautiful. Okay, so that came in my scissor collection. I think I dropped something. Maybe not. Thought I saw something fall. I'm sure the kitten will find it, right? I bought this project bag from a friend that started making some. Loki! So she used face masks for these. And then look at, there's glitter in the vinyl. She does a double zipper and it has a divider. How awesome is that? This was part of my Halloween goodies from Emily. She made me this awesome Dinosaur Constellation project bag. Love it. And look at this cute little pair of cupcake scissors. And, oh, it's like she knows me. Flamingo socks. This is my goodies from my Biscornu swap. So here's the Biscornu that I got in my swap. Look at those little black cats. They're awesome. So this is going to go in my Halloween decorations. So I can pull it out every year and use it to decorate for Halloween. Instead of going hidden back here is a bowl with all of my Biscornus, mostly from swaps. But this one's going to go in Halloween. And then she gave me a pair of scissors and some beautiful purple and blue beads. Gonna use those for fobs. And some, you know, ornament cut size of fabric. Perfect. That's trash. And then this little planner that I thought was so cool. This is a 2022 planner, and it's, you know, small, and it's a weekly page format. Like, I really like that. So I can throw this in my purse. And then 2 magazines, and look at this beautiful project bag. I love the sunflowers. And then the back is green. It's awesome. I love it. So fun and summery. Well, fall. Sunflowers could be for fall too. Who wants to come over and clean this up? I'm almost done. Fabric from, this is from, you know, that one store. Walmart. They have some, you know, seasonal fabrics that they get, the fat quarter packs and just the fat quarters and larger cuts. I wish they didn't use these stickers though. I always feel like there's residue left on the fabric. I want to open this up so I can see. Great. There's definitely sticker residue. So this is one of them. Spider webs, bat, witch hats. I like that one. Fold it up instead of rolling it so I can stick it in my stash. And this other one is just splatter, you know, looks like paint splatter. This one's got a big old piece stuck on there now. I'll have to do that later. 1, 2, 3 stitch. Just held the bag upside down. I'm awesome. I ordered the Krynic and the beads and the specialty fibers for, I think, like 5 of Karen's bikinis. Good grief. So that's most of the specialty stuff for a bunch of the bikinis. Some of it was not in stock, so I'll have to reorder. And then I picked up this piece. It's a fat 1/8. Picture this plus. I want to use this for the firefighter bikini. And I'm going to stitch that for a friend of mine whose husband is a firefighter. And this was my fabric of the month from Under the Sea. Isn't that pretty? Very cool. That is what, Valkyrie? Yes. This is my last berry club kit, blackberries, and it's the Erica Michaels All About Berries Club. It's a full kit. So I'll have to get those stitched up. And they were all like berry themed, so that's blackberries. There was a red one, and there was a blue one earlier this year. So I'll have to stitch those to leave out for summer. I went to a local thrift store and picked up, they had 2 full packages of perforated paper. This one's silver, this one's just off-white, and they were 99 cents for the package, so I picked those up. And then I got this pattern book for 25 cents, and I'll definitely stitch those poinsettias. And then I got this kit for 49 cents. Isn't that adorable? So, yep. Oops. So I'll have to get those stitched up. Got my regular magazine subscriptions, and then I picked these 2 books up off of Amazon. The one with all the cross stitch. Love me some Friends. 2 Martini Stitcher. You might be interested. Erin and I were working on our Friends cross stitch project together. This is Joey. Fire beats everything. What else is in here? Seven. If you know, you know. We were on a break. Oh. The Thanksgiving trifle. The chicken, the duck. Pivot. Doesn't share food. Smelly cat. And I picked up, I've got the whole, okay, this is Lindsay Swearingen, I don't know. Creepy cross stitch. Isn't that awesome? So there are some really cool projects in here. Like, look at the ones that are on the back. It's so cool. So cool. There's that bat. This is cool. Here's the picture for this one. This is 2 cats, Doom and Gloom. Isn't that awesome? I love it. This was well worth it. Here's a bell jar. Oh, here's a better picture of that one. This was just a good book. I'm gonna sneak it in slowly because the pattern is on the other side of that page. There's a Baba Yaga pattern. Look at this one. Dead berries. Together forever. This is a good one, guys. It's a good one. That's it. So, I'm going to work on eating this cookie and put everything away. I hope everybody is doing well and that you're having a good Halloween, and I'm excited to pass out candy and see costumes later. Our neighborhood only gets like 30 kids, but that's okay. It's still fun. And then Brian will be walking around with our kids. They actually already got to do trick-or-treating in Grand Ledge. The businesses right along the main street had a trick-or-treat thing on Friday night. So we did that. It was somewhat rainy. You know, this morning I was excited when we got up and it was sunny, but it's already overcast again now. So I don't know if it's supposed to rain tonight or not. But yeah, so Halloween is today. That means we're quickly approaching Christmas. It's going quick. I mentioned earlier my surgery got rescheduled for December 22nd. So my Christmas is going to be very much a lay low and do nothing holiday, which is okay. Other than that, soccer's done, so we don't have any more soccer games. Guess it's kind of time to maybe see what we want to do with the kids activity-wise for winter. I still would like to get them into swim lessons, or piano lessons or something. So we'll see. See what they think, see what if they have any ideas of what they want to do. But something to get them out of the house in the winter. So we'll work on that. I think I got the whole sticker off, but there's some lovely residue there. So, yep. None of the cats really made much of an appearance this video. They're both being lazy today, sleeping the day away. But I'm sure you will see more of Kevin in the future because he is spastic. He's a lot of fun. So, yeah, like I said, I'll post in the comments too, but I do have, I've got a sticker stuck to me. I do have the Instagram D-Stash page. Keep watching that. There's going to be some more added. Here's my Halloween manicure. It's old. I was going to do another one before Halloween and haven't gotten around to it, but some spiders, some hot pink, some glitter. So, I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you're getting a lot of stitching done. And I will have to catch up with you again soon. I'm going to guess that since I went almost an hour, that means, oh yeah, it's after 2. I'm sure I need to go get my kids soon. So, all right. I will check in with you guys soon. Hopefully have some more progress that I can actually show you because I should be done. I don't have any Biscornu's coming up for swap, so I won't have that to send out. Should be able to do some stitching for myself for a little bit. So, oh, I did it. I made a hat. I crocheted a hat over the last week too for my cousin's daughter. She wanted just a strawberry hat for a strawberry shortcake costume for her for today. So it's a very basic bucket hat that I did in red with the leaves and stem on top and then little yellow, I made, seeds all the way around. So it turned out cute, and Jeannie said she'll send me a picture so I can post it in my, crafting album for the year on Facebook. So it'll show up there eventually. So See you later, guys.